Alright, how's it going, guys? I get a lot of questions about the guitar, so I figured I'd just talk about it a little bit and give you guys a little breakdown on what everything does on here and everything like that. Yeah, it's a NGA series, like made in Japan, 1984. I got it. It didn't look anything like this, really. I mean, it was like some kind of like sparkly white color. Somebody had ripped out the original pickups and electronics and put in EMGs, and it was, I don't know, it looked pretty. What the fuck is this? I wasn't a big fan of it, but one of the first things I did was replace the pickups with like these are Bill Lawrence pickups, the XL500 in the bridge and L500R in the neck. So it's more like clean and super high gain. And I got the wiring harness from Neil Moser. He does like all the vintage BC Rich electronics. And this one, the layout's really similar to like the Mockingbird. It doesn't really have like the full layout for the full USA Bich electronics, but that's alright. We're gonna fit in okay there. The back plate. Got the extra tuners here. I put those in afterwards. It used to be just like a straight 6-string. The original plan was to turn it into fully functioning 10-string Bich. I had done that previously with another one, and it's like you don't really use the extra 10 strings, so the hell's the point, right? Then I'd have to pull a collar out of there too. And it's nice to have around, but yeah, I don't know if you can see, but there's actually like this one time I was playing a gig, and it's Winnipeg, right, up in Canada, so it's winter 9 months out of the year, and I was walking out the back, and I slipped on some ice, and I landed on it, and it was in a gig bag, and I split it right down, or like this neck through part, and there's like the two wings, right, and I just like broke that off, and I had to put it in a vise and glue it back on. It's a disaster. But being around the block a couple times. But like your electronics here, you got your master volume. This is your booster volume, which is this guy right here, this little knob. Master tone. Your veritone, I don't even use that most of the time. But you got like your 5 positions. It changes the tone. It's, I don't know. If you're playing with a bunch of gain, it's not really useful. It's more noticeable like when you're playing clean. But the cool thing is you got your coil taps here, which surprisingly enough I always have them on. You wouldn't really think so, but actually a lot of times back in the early days Mustaine did as well, and I'll show you right here. There's your out of phase switch right here. That's like that only works like when both pickups are on, and you got like the two pickups are out of phase with each other, so you get that kind of like Peter greenish, like out of phase tone. It's kind of like squawky, almost like a halfway down wah pedal kind of deal. But yeah, other than that, I mean, like used to have like dot inlays. You got the cloud inlays here. Used to have like the extra script on there, but I removed those, so you just have like the original R logo. You got the Imperial machine heads. I don't know if you can see that. It's more like a USA Bich, but yeah, way less money spent on it, and I don't know. I don't think I'm still one that's been like $6,000 or whatever it costs to get like a authentic USA Bich. That's okay. The only other thing is like a strap. This is an old like 1960s AK-47 strap, which I thought was kind of neat. But yeah, other than that, like I guess I'll go through some of the sounds you can get on it. Thanks for watching. This is the neck pickup. And it's single coil mode. It's a middle position. Pull it together. putting it out of phase, it kind of like changes the tone quite a bit. And yours kind of hollow, right? So that's a bridge pickup, humbucker mode. Bridge pickup, single coil mode. It's like a, you know, sharper. It's got like a more cut to it. That's why you go with it a lot of the time, you know. The booster is really powerful, man. I mean, like, you can control the boost like this, right? Turn it on. In order to get any volume, you have to turn it up a little bit, but man, I don't use it a lot because it's got so much power and gain, so it's like, it's not really good for like thrash, but it's good for like, I don't know, more like Black Sabbath kind of stuff, I guess. Yeah, it's pretty powerful. Alright, the baritone things, like I've just had it like regular this whole time, but if you start moving it around, you kind of hear. It's kind of like honky. Bassy. And just your regular tone. Same as a regular tone. And most of the time for like Megadeth, like when I'm doing Megadeth and things like that, or you know, early Metallica and whatever. And I'm playing through the AC30 stack here, you know, 30 watts, but like, man, you don't really need anything louder than that nowadays. I mean, even like back in the day, like really, unless you're playing like a stadium, there's no way in hell they're gonna let you crank up an AC30 in there. That, you know, you're gonna get thrown out, and they're not gonna let you play there again. Been there. But yeah, going through there, I use Range Maestro treble booster. It's like, it's not really just like a straight treble booster, like it boosts the input, and it's also got modification on here that comes stock on the Range Maestro for more of a full range boost. So it's not just more push in the high mid range, you get a lot of low range push too, but it's really different from like a tube screamer type of thing. But I find like it really does really well for, you know, Black Sabbath kind of stuff and Megadeth stuff. And I think the effect you get with it is similar to what they would have gotten back in the day with the Rockman sustainers. You used to, like, you know, boost the high end, boost the gain. You know, as far as like the guitar goes, I usually play, like I said, with the pickup's coil tapped. You know, it sounds weird, but I mean, Mustaine did it a lot back in the day. I've generally go for like single coil tones myself, and these Bill Lawrence pickups are actually really quiet. You don't get a lot of hum with them, which is nice because, you know, anybody who plays single coils, they can get kind of annoying when you got them real loud. But yeah, these work out really good. But yeah, I'll just show you, you know, quickly the Megadeth tone. Still cleans up alright. But yeah, that's basically it. Thanks for watching, guys.